actually fitting that this inauguration ceremony is in April, given that we began the construction of this facility in April of last year, and effectively in the span of 10 months completed construction, the importation, the installation, and the commissioning of all of our equipment. We're proud of this achievement. We're proud to be here in Saudi Arabia to serve the Saudi market as well as the region with this state-of-the-art fabrication, installation, and jacketing facility. And we're proud of the skills and capabilities of the individuals, many of whom you'll meet today, to bring our products and services to the Saudi marketplace. I understand that His Excellency the Minister of Commerce and Industry is near, and I also understand His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed. I'll take you through a brief agenda shortly, but we will be on a relatively tight schedule. That being said, this event is really for all of you, customers, suppliers, and key stakeholders. So please make sure that you get out of the day what you need. The information that you need, we'll have a tour briefly, so please ensure that you do. Let me take you through the agenda, and then I'll hand it over to the President of Perma Pipe Incorporated to say a few words about who we are, what we do, and our value proposition. We'll have lunch until about 2:15 or so. At 2:15, people can stay in this tent, and a delegation will go over to the other tent for what will be the VIP ceremony. The Prince should arrive around 2:30, and he'll do a ribbon cutting, which will be televised in this tent as well as the other tent at the front of our facility. We'll then adjourn to the VIP tent for speeches, and then come back to this tent for a coffee and tea break, and then a factory tour. It's very important to communicate to everyone here, both in terms of our value proposition as well as who we are, that if you want to learn more about us, participate in the tour, please. It's very important. I know it's at the end of the day, but it's important that you participate in the tour to see what we've built to serve this market and the broader region. So without any further ado, let me introduce you to Fatih El-Gendi. Fatih is the president of Perma Pipe Incorporated. He lives in Chicago and has made the long trip along with other key members of our management staff. Saudi Arabia is very near and dear to Fatih's heart. Fatih began his career as a field service engineer with Perma Pipe in Saudi Arabia, working on important projects like King Khalid Military City, Jeddah Naval Base, and he can tell you more about some of the projects that he's experienced back in the late 70s. He then moved to the US and worked his way up to become the president of the company. So Saudi Arabia and Perma Pipe in Saudi Arabia holds a special place in his heart. Again, without any further ado, let me pass it over to Fatih. Thank you.
Thank you very much. First of all, before we start anything, I wanted to thank you very much for coming. It is so appreciated to share this day with us. It's a day that came after decades of innovation, introduction of new products, new concepts, and new facilities. You are going to see today the jewel of the crown. As you know, when you start building factories, you learn from every mistake you make in material handling, in application, in chemical handling processes, and all our experience. And coming here to Saudi Arabia, we decided to put all our experience together in order to produce the best insulated pipe anybody in the world can make. And I hope you'll agree with me after we get together and go see the factory. If you do nothing today, please wait after the Prince's presentation to take you personally will take every 4 or 5 people and show them what we do, how we do it, and why we do it. So thank you very much for coming. Before I start anything, I wanted to thank the people that made this possible. I want to start with Dr. Tawfiq Al-Rabia, who is now the Minister of Commerce and Industry. He's the one that gave us the land and helped us throughout the process to build this factory. He's a good man, and I think Saudi Arabia will benefit tremendously with him being the Minister of Commerce and Industry. I also wanted to thank Gulf Builder and specifically Engineer Abdul Hamid. These are the people that came here and built this factory. I want to also thank a lot of people. I will just mention a few. Dilip, who purchased the equipment here. Carter, who designed and implemented the designs. Nixon Raj, who designed everything that you will see today. They're all younger, fantastic people that are part of our organization and part of our team. So please give him a hand and thank him for what he did. All right, just a little bit about PermaPipe. PermaPipe started over 50 years ago, and what we do is very simple. We do insulation. We insulate pipe for the purpose of safe fluid transportation with a quality product. So we don't do valves, we don't do anything, we just do insulation. How do we do it? Very simple. A bunch of engineers that get together, find the solution, not pipe and elbows and not pipe and fittings. Work with the chemical suppliers such as Dow, BSF, Huntsman, and Bayer to produce the product that will do exactly what it's intended to do, from density, insulation value. So we have material scientists on our staff that work with other material scientists to develop the chemistry and chemicals that will be used to insulate the pipe. Our insulation goes from minus 320 degrees Fahrenheit to plus 750 degrees Fahrenheit. So we cover the entire gamut. Our density goes from 3-pound density, which is equivalent to 48 kg per cubic meter, all the way up to 50-pound density, which I don't know what it is in kgs, but it's a lot. And it can go down to over 3 kilometers of water without water penetration for the purpose of transportation of oil in the Gulf of Mexico. Here in Saudi Arabia, we hope to participate in the offshore insulation. We also do sulfur lines, where sulfur is controlled within a window of 119 degrees C to up to 150 degrees C for the safe transportation of sulfur. Last but not least, we do district heating and cooling. And in district cooling, we have a few jewels in our crown. We did Princess Noura with CCC on time and quality, and anybody that can pick up the phone and call CCC, they will give us a good recommendation. We did King Saud University of Riyadh back in 1978, and that's when I cut my teeth as a tech rep for PermaPipe here in Saudi Arabia. We did King Khalid Military City in Hafr al-Batin. We did Jeddah Naval Base. We did the Internal Security Forces. So we have a long history in Saudi Arabia. When we look forward today, with your help, we hope to produce the best product was ever delivered in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Trust us to design, to work with you, and to make sure that we will give you the product that you intended to have, on time and on quality. That's our commitment. Our commitment for the Saudi, our commitment for the youth of Saudi. We're going to hire you, train you, make sure that you will be the future leaders of our industry. That's our goal, our mission, and I hope to God that it will be helpful for us to achieve this mission, and with your help, we hope to do it. Thank you very much and appreciate it.